gander, that little goth boy right there. I grow this little dude, also nicknamed the Mossy like his bite can. Okay, I'm leaving. Don't eat it, please. This is very expensive. How's it going, boys? And girls, I do not discriminate. Welcome to my reptile building. Now, in this building, we have somewhere along the lines of 200 reptiles, and I wanted to take today and show you each and every one of these good little scaly boys. That's exactly what we are going to be doing today. As always, I'm your host, Dakota, and you are watching Disney on Ice, the Netflix adaptation. Stick around. This small little reptile building of mine, we have quite a few reptiles to talk about, so we will be going cage by cage. Right over here, we have a really nice green bean looking boy. Right off the bat, we have my main man, Yoshi. Yoshi is a pied translucent veiled chameleon. Absolutely awesome. We got him as a little baby, and he has been growing steadily. Now, as you can see, Yoshi does not like being handled from the big polka dots that he has right now. Remember, folks, you never want to handle your chameleon. I'm going to handle mine for the 30 seconds it takes to make this video, and then never touch him again until the next time I need to make a video. Veiled chameleons are absolutely amazing, can make beautiful display pets. They are not the handleable kind, or ones that like to be handled, so let's go ahead and put this little good nugget right back inside. You can go in now. Go. You're supposed to not like to be handled. Go in. Go. Alrighty. Thank you, sir. Up on our list, we've got this beautiful little man. Now, this is going to be... What did I name you? This is a frilled dragon. Now, there are two different species. There are the New Guinea and the Australian frilled dragons. This one's going to be a New Guinea, as you can see, from being slightly smaller than its Australian counterpart. Now, we all know everyone loves frilled dragons for one thing and one thing only, and that is the fact that they frill. Now, this one's getting pretty used to me, although not super used to me. Okay. To the point where he doesn't frill at me anymore, but he does run away. He doesn't really like being picked up or anything. We've been working on taming him, but with 200 animals, it's a slow process because you got to work with all of them at the same time. Coming on down here, we got an absolutely amazing little guy. This is gonna be Rex. Come here, Rex. Took a big smelly dump in there. It smells absolutely awful. Rex is what started it all, folks. This was my first reptile ever. Around 7 to 8 years ago, we got Rex, and he's the reason for all of this. All of this that you see right here. It all stems from this guy. This is the reason I have no money. This is the reason why I make these stupid videos, these cringy little videos, because of this thing. I had to get more. Now my life's taken over by him. I don't even, vacations? What are those? Rex will always have a little special place in my heart, because he was the first one, and that means he is the favorite. That is why he's in this gigantic 6 foot by 2 foot by 2 foot AP cage with a background, because he is a special girl. You're a girl, I forgot about that. He's a special girl, and she deserves it. Rex is one of 2 bearded dragons that we have. We've got Rex, that was my first, and then Toad, that's in the one right behind me, that was my wife's first. So that means we have 2 bearded dragons. Moving on. On top right on over here, we got a couple of really cool guys. This one I really like. Let's open this cage up real quick. Now this is going to be my first different Crested Gecko mutation from the regular Dalmatians. I've been doing Dalmatians for years, and I decided to expand to these guys. Now right here, you guys see a lily white Crested Gecko. Absolutely fantastic. Look at them big old creamy white sides and stuff. Really cool Crested Gecko. Really excited to make some lily whites next year in 2023. We gotta grow this little dude. Grow this little dude out a little bit more, but he is growing awesome, and I think I can get him to size in the next 5 months or so when we need to pair him. On to some of these little boys. We got a bunch of little nuggets. Now this is going to be one of our little CBB giant day geckos. It is an absolute tiny little thing, and I nicknamed it Green Bean because it literally looks like a green bean. Then right next to it, we have a bunch of little captive bred and born 100% patternless Toke Gecko babies. There's about 6 in this enclosure right now. They are about that big, very cute, but also they'll run away if I try to hold them, so I don't hold them right now. Both of those animals are for sale. Maybe you guys should head on to Morph Market and buy one. That'd be really nice. Another very fancy PVC enclosure, we have Viv the red-tailed boa. Now, unfortunately, Viv just had a really big rat about a day or 2 ago, so we can't let her out because I'm afraid she's gonna take a massive dump on me, and I really don't want that to happen. So you'll just have to do with the B-roll. But we got her in this really nice cage going on. I want to add some more stuff and eventually get get her into a taller cage. Of course, boas being somewhat of a semi-arboreal species, I want to make sure we give her a much taller cage with her next upgrade, just so she has the opportunity to climb like she would in the wild. I don't mean to flex on you hoes over here, but we do also have this really cool snake rug. Aw, I'm sorry. Are you guys jealous that old Dakota has this massive reptile-like rug? It's really awesome. Look at this cool snake. Are you guys jealous about this really cool rug that I have in my own reptile building? Is that what's going on? Are you guys getting jealous of the fact that I have this really cool rug? Now up in here, we have what I like to call is the New Caledonia corner. This is where all my New Caledonian geckos are, including Crested Geckos and Gargoyle Geckos, and soon to be chahoua and lychees as soon as I find out how to put them over here. There's a bunch of amazing little geckos, however, people really don't seem to care about Crested and Gargoyle, so I will make this segment fast. Make this segment fast with a quick montage of our couple of special little boys. Take a little look at that little Goth Gecko right there. Look at that little gander, that little goth boy right there. Look at him being all dark and mysterious and edgy. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you guys jealous that you have only the regular old normie Chad-like leopard geckos and not these cool gothic-looking geckos like this boy right here? That really sucks. Go on, boy. The set's over. You can get off of me now. Thank you, sir. And over here now, we have what I like to call is the tokay wall. Toke geckos are like this gecko right here, my main man Bert. But Bert is a nice friendly gecko, whereas all these other ones are not very friendly. However, we have spent tens of thousands of dollars on our tokay mutation collection. We have a bunch of very cool morphs like Super Red, Platinum, Granite, and other ones. They come in a bunch of cool fun-sized colors and things, and just like Pokemon, I had to catch them all. But instead of wasting my childhood on a video game, I've wasted my financial security securing these geckos. How could you not like that little man right there? Take a look at that little face. You can't say no to a face like that. God, I wish I could, or maybe I was able to eat this week. Take a look at that little mama right there, just chilling, waiting for her to lay me some eggs. It's been 5 months and she hasn't laid me a single clutch. It is very disappointing. We do have some eggs right there, little tokay babies coming at us very soon. Very exciting. Some day geckos. Right now we are working with a few different species, including the Madagascan giant, the standing eye or stand eyes. Blue ones that look like they have a little zebra stripe pattern, and the lined day gecko. Very awesome stuff. Now a lot of people ask me, Dakota, since you can't handle the day geckos, why would you have them? What is the point of owning a day gecko? To that, my friends, I answer, I love looking into their tiny little beady eyes, as it looks like they only have 2 brain cells bopping around in their skull whenever you take a look at them. You see what I mean? That small little man just peeking out, waiting for the food to come. My God, sir, your cage is just filled with hard water. I can barely see you. We'll have to clean that one day. Here we just got some miscellaneous pets. This is Flapjack, the blue-tongued skink, and right down below we've got I don't know what I named this one, but that is a jungle carpet python. Very cool and has highlighted yellow patterns. I really like that one because it's got a little flower boy on the stamp like a head. It's really cool. At the very end over here, we just have some miscellaneous stuff that I couldn't fit in its designated areas, including this pair of chahoua geckos. Now, just take a look at these guys. I absolutely love the chahoua geckos, also nicknamed the mossy... Take a look at that camouflage pattern, absolutely fantastic. This thing looks like some moss, and if you put it next to moss, you really could not tell the difference. Chahoua gecko's camouflage is unlike any other. They are really cool. We were able to produce some babies this year, and I hope to produce more babies in the years to come, because I really like these little dudes, even though he keeps trying to jump off of me. Just look at that little face right there. Take a look at that. Very cute. Oda, we don't care about the geckos. Your geckos are lame. Show us the big lizards. We want to see the big lizards, Dakota. Come on. Okay. You twist old Dakota's arm. Let's go check out some big lizards. Right over here, we have what I like to call as an Argus monitor. This is one of our females, Juno. Juno just cycled her 2nd infertile clutch for the year. Very exciting, which means she was able to grow those follicles into eggs and then pooped them out, but she was not paired with a male, so they ended up being infertile. After her 2nd cycling now, we are going to bulk her up with some more food, and then later on in the year, we're going to be pairing her to one of our big males that we'll take a look at in a little second. And Ma'am? And then hopefully get some Argus babies. It's been a lot of just clutches that did not have any, oh my god, why are you getting so upset with me? Fertile eggs over here when it comes to Argus monitors, but we want some fertile eggs and some little Argus babies. I think baby velociraptors would be probably the coolest thing we'll hatch here. By your lonesome self. You want big old BIMPSON as a nice little male for you? Oh, we put on big old BIMPSON. You gotta pack on some weight. You're a little skinny after laying those eggs. Don't you worry, honey. We'll get your boyfriend in here soon, okay? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. There's something inside of this giant enclosure. However, that is going to be our big male, and he happens to be in his little honeymoon suite with his female now. Really shouldn't interrupt the lovebirds, but I guess we can all be perverted delinquents and go see how the lovemating's going. You see how I accentuate with these eyebrows. Don't mind me, lovebirds, just want to see how it's going in here. Right over here we have our big male BIMPSON. BIMPSON is our big male Argus monitor, as usually in that giant enclosure. And then right over here we have Lilith. Lilith is the Argus monitor. I keep this enclosure pretty sparse just because this is the breeding enclosure. We want them to breed in here, and so we don't want any nooks and crannies that the female can hide into, because this is where the lovemaking happens and then it separates. I know it sounds kind of traumatic, but that is also reptile breeding for you. Guys, notice my hand looks pretty messed up. Oh my god, look at that. That's from that big boy right here. He bit me a couple of weeks ago and it really hurt, but don't worry, I still like you, BIMPSON. He still lets me pet him on the tail. This tail can inflict some serious damage just like his bite can. Okay, I'm leaving. I hear someone say they like tegus. Well, if that's the case, then get ready to see some tegus. It's gonna be our pair of Argentine tegus. Here we've got Blue. Blue is a blue and black and white cross. And then we've got Big Bertha over there. Big Bertha is actually a Florida wild-caught tegu. We took her from the wild, or I guess someone took her from the wild and shipped her to me. She's a little bit more feisty, being a tegu that's never known captivity, but she's out of the wilds of Florida, where she would have been killed immediately due to new legislation that's been passed down there. And then we just got this big captive red boy who's looking a little bit hungry. Please don't eat the camera, sir. This place is a lot more lit up. We have this whole little grow light with their UVB and some other full spectrum lighting to make this really pop. However, it burnt out yesterday. I don't know what happened. It like short-circuited. Luckily, the bulbs didn't blow or anything, but it's a little dark in here. I'm just waiting on a spare UVB bar and bulb to be delivered to me, and then this enclosure will be bright again. But until then, they will have the candle lit of the basking bulbs to bask on, unfortunately. What are you doing? You trying to get a little snack there, sir? What you doing over here? Oh, you like the camera. Don't eat it, please. This is very expensive. Alrighty, we'll see you later then. But certainly not least, we have the quince monitors. There is a pair of juvenile quince monitors in here that are just chilling. Please excuse the water. It was clean 2 days ago, but now they got it filthy. Just take a look at these little guys. These are a little bit more of a skittish monitor. They're not going to be out as frequently. This one's a lot more brave. The girl likes to hide underneath all those cork logs, but here they are. Absolutely amazing. One of my favorite species of monitor lizards to work with. We've been working really hard with this one specifically, trying to get him tame. At least to the point where now he's out and he's not going to be hiding 100% of the time like the female counterpart. Thank you guys so much for tuning in on a little lizard adventure that we had over here. Let me know in the comments section, what was your favorite reptile that we have out of all the reptiles here? Don't all say BIMPSON at once. If you want to see some more shenanigans that I am up to in my life, go click on that video right there. Other than that, I will see you later, and goodbye.